come too large to see the worst game. Too late, you mean? Yeah, too late. Well, you didn't miss anything. Yeah, exactly. Lucky you, because that was. You can always go check the VOD, but man, we were all getting sick watching it. So, so you didn't miss anything. Yeah, it was. It wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't even fun. It was just a pain. Whoops. Well, we're not playing that again, so sorry. I just didn't stop it. All right. All right. Let's play some Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. I think that would be a good idea. All right, let me get my... We got my little proxy for the DS here. Buggery. It held buggery. All right, so where we were with this was, if you remember right, there was a TV show called, oh, what was it? It was like the Iron Samurai or something like that. It was our Metal Samurai. I can't remember what it was. And yeah, I was wondering if I wrote it down. Steel Samurai is what it was. Yeah. Steel Samurai. Yeah, yeah. And basically it turned out he came to the set, and his actor rival had been killed with the samurai spear or something like that. And so he's called you to be his attorney. So, and then we were heading to the studio to check it out. Because apparently not only are we an attorney, we're also an investigator. We have to investigate our own crimes. Wow! So this is where they make the Steel Samurai show. Awesome! Aren't you excited? Oh my. Hey, is this the security lady? You there. Old bag. It's this old bag. You want in? You gotta go through me. Oh, sorry. We're, lawyers. Oh, yeah? Well, that's great. I'm security. And it's my job to make sure that gawkers like you stay out. Gawkers? Gawkers. Sightseers. Tourists. I know the type. You heard about the incident and came to snoop around. Youths today. Something pacing. Don't you have lawyers like the rest of us? Maybe I should. I life at ease, and I don't know, when I was young, might different, but happy clothes. And what are the youths coming these days? Nick? Will I grow up to be like her? Please say no. I don't know. It's possible. Hey, listen. When you're being spoken to, youths today. Oh my. So, what do you do here at the studios? At Global Studios, we make children's dreams come true. In fact, in my younger days... No, you were a star? Only a little twinkle between the stars here, I'm afraid, dearie. Wow, whoa, wow. She worked the corner. This place has really gone downhill, you know. But 10 years ago, now that was a studio of dreams. Hammer was a big star back then, too. He was... Hammer? The victim, dummy. The evil magistrate. He's been reduced to playing villains now. Not exactly the best material to work with. Ask about Will. Can you tell me about Mr. Will Powers? He's not a bad kid, but don't be fooled by his mask. You won't want him on the silver screen without it, believe me. Little old ladies watching would lose their lunch. Wow. I didn't think Mr. Powers was all that ugly. That's probably why he thought the Steel Samurai was his big chance. No one thought he was capable of doing what he did to poor Jack Hammer. We don't know for certain that Will Powers is guilty. Powers? Of course he's guilty! How do I know? I know everything. That's my job. What kind of person was Jack Hammer? What kind of person? Oh, if you only knew. Jack Hammer will live on in many hearts as the ultimate action hero. He was simply dashing in the Dynamite Samurai series. Should I have heard of that? But there was an accident during filming 5 years ago. He got an unlucky break after that. Reduced to playing the villain on a children's program. What's more, I heard they were paying him peanuts. It's enough to make you cry. Why are you so certain Mr. Powers is the killer? I was standing right here yesterday, I was here from 1 in the afternoon till 5 when they found the body. Now the studio where the murder took place is to the left. So if you want to go to the studio, you have to pass by me. Only one person went by here between 1 and 2:30 when the murder took place. And that person was Mr. Powers? Yes, I saw him. But Mr. Powers says he was sleeping in his dressing room. Oh, I'm sure he would say that. He's no fool. But he was the only one that walked by. He's the killer. You can bet your biscuits on it. You look like Richter. Isn't it about time for you to be heading home? There's nothing to see here. Move along. Not my biscuit. Actually, we're here at the Mr. Powers' request. Oh, I thought you were suspicious looking. Show me a letter of request, and maybe I'll just let you in. Lady here thinks she owns this place, obviously. Well, I'm pretty sure I don't have anything. Well, I guess we gotta go back to the detention center. I think he looks like Wolverine. Hello, how was the studio? They all think I didn't, don't they? No, not at all. Isn't that right, Nick? Right? Not at all. At worst, you're a suspect. If. Alright, well we need a security lady. About the security guard at the main gate to the studio. Oh, the security lady. She's terrible. She called me suspicious looking. Yes, actually she said the same thing to me before. Take off that mask, were her words, I believe. She sucks up all the bigwigs at the studio. Old bag is rude. Thanks, Ty. But let her see you stumble once, and she'll never let up on you. Grr, she's got some nerve. Do you think you could write up a letter formally requesting my representation? Of course. I just hope this will get me past the security lady. Alright, well let's talk about his alibi again. Mr. Powers, you aren't hiding anything from me, are you? What? No, I'd never do that. Just now you said that you were sleeping in your dressing room after lunch. Yes, like a baby. But the security lady said she saw you that day. She says she saw you heading towards the scene of the crime. What? That's not possible. I really don't know what to say. I was sleeping, I promise. Mr. Powers, if you want me to help you, you have to tell me the truth. I'm new to this lawyer business and I need every advantage I can get. I know, I'm sorry. Is Nancy Reagan? She's saying, say no to drugs. But I swear to you on my mama's grave, I was sleeping. Maybe the security lady only thought she saw me. I wonder if she saw someone in the samurai mask. And therefore... Yeah, he looks like Logan. I agree. Alright, let's present this to her. Ma'am, I have a look at this. It's a letter of request from Mr. Powers. Yes, I recognize the bold childish scrawl. Wow. Gave Powers' request to the security lady. To think he would entrust his fate to use such as unreliable parents. Really? Really? Anyway, you may pass. But only left from here, towards the studios. No going to the right. That's the employee area. No one allowed inside, pal, were my instructions. The good detective told me himself. Uh-oh. Hey, Nick. There were maps in the security guard station. Okay. Hey, not bad. Those are 50 cents a piece, thank you. Well, time to go, Nick. 50 cents. Oh my god, look at that face. I guess we paid her. I don't have money in my court record to pay her. Is there anything else that she has to say? Alright, well I guess we can move now. October 16th, Studio 1 entrance. Of course, it's Gumshoe. Hey! Aren't you that murderer from the other day? Ah! It's that confused detective. Hey, pal. You know Professor Edgeworth is all upset, and it's your fault. Persecutor, not professor. I saw him sipping tea and staring gloomily out the window. Huh. So, hey, if he's depressed, it's all your fault for doing sloppy detective work. Detective? I think you hurt his feelings. Oh no, I'm sorry. Well, I think his feelings are easily hurt. You're right, pal. It's all my fault. I can blame other people all I want, but I know the truth is in my heart. Hey, don't take it so hard. There's always the next case. Yeah, I suppose you're right. Hey, what exactly are you two doing here? Well, we're on this case too, pal. Huh? Hey, you can't just go saying pal like that. That's my endearing character trait. I'd say he's a character, all right. I kind of want to look at this fan art. I want to type in Gumshoe Ace Attorney fan art. It's not well, there's a lot of shirts off type of all right. So how's your investigation going, detective? It's cute in this. Well, it's hey. I think Gumshoe's kind of cute, so I agree. Well, it's hey. I can't tell you that, pal. Nick, maybe you need to be a little more indirect with your questions. Right. So, detective, mind if I take a look at what you got? What I got? The autopsy report, the latest version, if you please. Huh. Right. Sorry about what happened last time, pal. About not having the latest one. Let's see what it says. Time of death, 2:30. Pierced through the chest by a spear. All right. Calibrated right. Why was Mr. Powers arrested? Simple, pal. The murder took place right over there in Studio 1. Now, the victim entered Studio 1 at approximately 1 p.m. At that time, there was no one other than the victim in the studio. According to the autopsy report, the time of death was 2:30. Only one person went to the studio between 1 and 2:30. That person was none other than Will Powers. No one else, pal. If you think I'm lying, ask the security lady at the main gate. Well, there's a camera right there. I see a camera. Oh, you know what? I didn't, here, hold on. I forgot I put a filter. It's probably too light there. I fixed it. There's a security camera. Anyone would think that Powers did it with that kind of evidence. Thanks for clearing me up. About the security lady. Oh, that sweet old lady? What a charmer. Of course he would like her. Huh? Are we talking about the same person? When I showed her my badge, she gave me a donut and some coffee. Remember what Powers said? She's a sucker for authority. She even gave me a piece of valuable evidence. What? What kind of evidence? Well, that our photo. A photo of the steel samurai heading towards the scene of the crime. What? Who took that? See the camera up on the gate, pal? Yep. The gate? You mean the one with the welcome sign? Yeah. Whenever someone walks by, the camera automatically snaps a photo of them. Oh no. Nick, he has evidence. We're finished. Funny, for someone with hard proof, he doesn't look too happy. What's wrong, pal? You seem down. Don't look so happy when you say that. Oh, we'd like to ask the employees here some questions. Sure thing, pal. Go wherever you like. Of course, you're not gonna find any clues. I haven't already found. I'm glad someone around here seems to be enjoying themselves. Nick, let's go. We got a free pass to the place. Now's our chance to check things out. Alright, I guess we've talked about everything. examine. I mean, obviously this camera. Hey, there's a camera here. That's the security camera. It takes photos of people going into the studio. All you have to do is look at the data and see where, you can see who went in there. There's a number of plates. There's a number plate on the camera, ST1307. That must be the camera ID number. The studio mascot. I guess it's a monkey? Of some kind. But what kind of monkey has a nose like that? He's holding a sign in his hand. Right. Studio 1, left Studio 2. What's up with that thing? It looks kind of busted. Yeah, it looks like the head's off. Oh, the wind was pretty strong yesterday and the head broke off. It took that tree down with it too. What if it was an accident? What if the spear got picked up and went right through him? The entrance to Studio 1. This is the studio where they found Jack Hammer's body. Let's go in and check it out, Nick. Hey, it's locked. Looks like you need a card key to get in. It makes sense that they would want to keep the non-employees out. It's a bench. Woo. I'm a little bushed. Maybe I'll take a short rest here. Hey, good idea, pal. Detective, are you on the case? Well, yeah, but hey, us detectives get tired of standing around too, pal. All right, I think we've seen everything. Yeah, apparently the studio's fallen on tough times. They've started letting people in on days they aren't filming. They make a bit of extra money by charging for admission. Huh, you sure know a lot about this place, detective. You know, you could always quit being a detective and work here. Yeah, and what perfect timing with the monkey's neck broken and all. Phoenix making a joke. Ah, what was that supposed to mean, pal? Alright. Woo! Ugh. Well. Hey, Nick, look. That security lady is in the guard station stuffing her face with donuts. I guess all cops like their donuts. Yeah, and they're soft enough she doesn't need teeth to chew them. Hey, you. Well, are you satisfied Powers is guilty yet? Irk. You had to make my life harder by giving that photo to Detective Gumshoe. Why didn't you tell us about the security photo, ma'am? Oh, that. I just thought it would be more thrilling to talk with the detective himself. These things are important, you know. Oh, just to the left from there is the gate with the camera that took that photo. It's my job to check the photos every day, you see. This guard station is in a central position no matter where you... Yeah, we already read this. Was the victim Mr. Hammer a popular actor? Oh, he was the biggest star in the studio. Was past tense. Oh yes, he was great as the bearded samurai. That too, yes. He shone the brightest back in the day. Making a star like him, the evil magistrate, it's a disgrace, I tell you. Hammer took it pretty hard. Who can blame him? About the security camera. Oh yeah, the camera. It's automatic. It can tell when someone walks through the gate, see? When it snaps a photo. Apparently, it records the time when it takes a picture too. But I don't bother myself with those details. I just view all the photos on the computer over in the security guard station. I check them every day before going home, I do. I need a warrant. I need a warrant to search everything here, ma'am. Oh, I can examine the computer. The computer that runs the security cameras. Hey, no touching. About this van. Looks like a studio van. They probably use it to carry around film equipment. That. An overhead map of the studios. Right from here is the employee area. Left is the actual film studio. Okay, I can go to more places. Did that. Let's go to the employee area. October 16th, Global Studios, employee area. Nick! This is where they do all the behind-the-scenes stuff. Hey, look, there's Powers' dressing room. No one's here this soon after the murder, I guess. Let's take a look around. I see. There's a sign on the dressing room door. Mr. Will Powers. It must be neat to be the star and have your own room like this. A window into the dressing room. The glass is frosted so I can't see inside. Let's see. Cola, candy, chips, gum. Huh. It's so normal. I was expecting some cool theme snacks or something. Popcorn at least. Wait, look. Samurai soda. Nick, try this. Ladies first. The remains of yesterday's lunch are scattered around. Everyone was probably too shocked to clean up. There's a T-bone on one of the plates, minus the steak. T-bone steak would have hit the spot. You just had a burger. Yeah, but I have a second stomach just for steaks. What? That must be the storage room. That's where they keep all the film equipment. Wow, Nick, you know a lot about the industry. What else would they keep in a film studio? I don't really see anything else. I guess we could go like that. Interesting. The metal grate on the drain here has been taken off. That's a pretty big drain. A kid could fit through there, I bet. Yeah, if you snuck in that way, you wouldn't have to pay at the gate. Well, if you want to leave that way, be my guest. Right. Huh. Hey, I'm not a kid. Looks like one of those electric-powered bicycles. I don't know about these. I mean, what's the point? It makes it a lot easier to go up hills. Don't people cycle to get exercise? What is this a picture of? Yeah, so it is a DS game. And so there is no easy way to stream a DS game. So I have the DS cartridge, and I have a modded 3DS, and so I downloaded the ROM onto the PC, and then we're using an emulator. And the emulator is called Desumi. And it is a DS emulator. And I'm then using a little stylus and very cheap stylus and notepad to control it. And that's what I'm doing. And it works pretty well. This is how I played. I played Legend of Zelda Spirit Tracks and Phantom Hourglass this way. And the controlling was with the pin, so it was kind of important to have it working. This is pretty much like you could probably get away with using the keyboard or something. There hasn't been anything that's been like, oh, you better have that pin. There's no other way. So it's been pretty fun though. I've enjoyed it. Looks like a castle. Probably Neo Old Tokyo Castle. Doesn't seem like there's anything else. Oh, I just screwed it up. I think I just grabbed it. I did. I totally see this is the danger right there. There we go. I grabbed the edge of the window. Well, so here's something so normally my stylus is locked to the window. I don't know what happened. That it's not locked to the window anymore. We're going to fix that right now. Uh-oh. Oh no. All right. We are fixed now. Except it feels like it's this is not too bad. All right. No. No, I do a lot of I haven't actually streamed off the DS in a while. So I was really worried about this game. So no, I do play a lot of retro games, but you can see I have a GameCube. We have a PS1. The next game I'm going to be doing is Castlevania Chronicles, which is on the PlayStation. So we'll play that directly off the PS1. The bad game we were playing was on the Wii U. The Wii U's right there. But I have a PS2, and I do a lot of retro streaming. Is what I do, and but yeah, this is what I have to do if I want to play a DS game. Yeah. So what I do is I play a series. So I'm playing all the Castlevania games, and in between the Castlevania games, I'll play a game that you all have voted on, and the games that are currently coming up are these. So Castlevania Chronicles, then I'm going to play Pokemon Gold. Ooh. Which I have Pokemon Gold. Now I have an original Pokemon Gold cartridge, and this not DS. This GameCube has a Game Boy player in it, and so I can just take a Game Boy cartridge and here. Whoop. And plug it in, and then we can play it off. We can play DS. We can play Game Boy games, Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Color, Game Boy regular games on it, and then yeah, and then what else was on there? Boop, 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 boop. We're gonna play Legend of Zelda, Skyward Sword, and then Hollow Knight. Hollow Knight's just on the PC, so not too hard, but yeah, that's about it. All right. So is there anything? I feel like we've examined everything at this point. Oh, we can go into the dressing room. October 16th. Powers' dressing room. Now, this is where he was sleeping. Or at least this is where he claims he was sleeping. No one actually saw him taking a nap here, did they? Right, and there's a picture of him near the crime scene. Hope he was telling the truth for his sake. Thing is, it wasn't him. Let's look at this bag. Huh. This must be Powers' bag. Hey, don't open that. Look! An employee card key. That must be Powers'. It's a Studio One. Let's take it, Nick. Borrow it, you mean borrow. What is that? There's a vast array of cosmetics here. Ooh! This is the wig he used in Samurai Boogie Woogie. Nick, try this on. No. And how can you tell the name of a show just by looking at the wig? I am kind of like samurai movies. Kinda. Yeah, it's very flexible. Like, well, because you do your own investigations in this game. So that's a little suspect right there, I would say. I still feel like I haven't gotten this request. I hate that. All right, we're just gonna have to go. All right. Let's look at that. There's some regular suits in among the costumes here. Those must be his own clothes. It'd be fun to wear one of the costumes. I'd say you were already wearing one myself. There's a bunch of snacks on the table. They must give these to the employees. Some tea and cookies. Yeah, yeah. I'm hungry. You just had a burger. Yeah, but I have a separate stomach for sweets. How many stomachs does this girl have? Alright, well, let's examine where he was sleeping. Looks like someone was sleeping here. Maybe Powers did take a nap here yesterday. This window looks suspicious, too. Yeah, exactly. It's locked. Looks like he doesn't open the window much. I guess it is kind of dusty outside. Okay, we already read this. It's hard to tell sometimes, like what you've read and what you haven't read. All right, I feel like we've gotten everything. Where else is there to go? Well, we have the card now. So go back to the gate. And then outside Studio 1. The entrance to Studio 1. This is the studio where they found Jack Hammer's body. Let's go in and check it out, Nick. I wonder if this card key we borrowed from the dressing room will work. Beep. It opened. All right, we're in. She's way too happy for someone visiting a crime scene. All right, here we go. It's like a little samurai outline on the ground. What is it? You're real quiet all of a sudden. Doesn't it give you the shivers, Nick? That white tape, it's so real. Well, the evil magistrate did die there. And the steel samurai killed him. The murder weapon was the samurai spear. Sounds pretty real to me. What are the little numbers? They outlined where Jack Hammer's body lay with tape. His body was found still inside the evil magistrate costume. I guess that's why the head part looks like a helmet. Funny, I expect a spear stabbing would have at least a few blood stains. I guess the costume must have absorbed most of it. Interesting. That. Hey look, that's the chair the director sits in. I've always wanted to sit in one of these. Hey Nick, take a look at that. Oh, one of those black and white boards, they're clap. Hey look, a megaphone! A real live megaphone! Ready, Nick? Action! This girl is more trouble than I thought. This backpack. Oh. Camera? Wow, look at that camera. That must cost a ton. Yeah, so don't touch it. Whoa, it's heavier than I thought. Hey, you! No touching that! Sorry, my partner is kind of, you know. You know? No, I don't know. Who are you? Who, me? I'm an assistant here. I help with props and stuff, moving them around, ordering new ones, etc. We're lawyers representing Mr. Will Powers. Oh, you're WP's people. WP? Oh, Will Powers. WP. I get it. I don't envy you guys one bit, but do what you can for WP, okay? He'd never hurt a fly. He has to be innocent. Don't worry, leave it to us. Okay, let's see what she has to say. Could you tell me anything about the day of the murder? Yes, I was in the studio the whole day. I was the only assistant on staff that day, you see. Only one assistant? Well, yes, well, the studios aren't doing so well right now. And yesterday was only rehearsal for our action sequences. Like I can't read all of a sudden. I see, neat. In the morning, we went through the action sequences in the employee area. WP and Hammer were there, along with everyone else. The employee area, that's where Powers' dressing room is, right? Yes, that's the place. After eating lunch, there, Mr. Hammer went to Studio 1. Then I saw WP go into his dressing room. But I didn't see either of them after that. Interesting. Did you know that Mr. Powers was sleeping in his room? No, I wouldn't go in there unless I had some urgent message for him. I mean, it's his private... What kind of girl do you think I am? What kind? No, I'm sure you're a fine girl. I'm sorry. So much for getting a confirmation of Powers' alibi. What do we do, Nick? We haven't found anything. If WP was the only one who came to the studio, then he has to be the killer. They even have a photograph. Sorry. I know you're busy. Not really. Actually, there's been something bothering me. Aha! That's what I'm talking about. A clue! A lead! Well, I don't know about that, but that day, just after noon, I sensed someone was here. You sensed? Yes, several times. Some other studio employees, maybe? No, I don't think so. The only thing we had scheduled was an action scene run-through. I was the only assistant here that day. I have a feeling it was someone from outside. Really? But wait, if someone had to come in here, wouldn't that security lady have noticed them? Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry I don't have any better information than that. No, thanks. That helps us a lot. Anything helps. Let's go put that security lady on the spot. So you sense that someone other than the regular film crew was in the studio? Yes, I think. I think doesn't cut it in a witness testimony. Nick, what about that security lady? If someone else came into the studio, she must have seen them. Alright. I think we've examined everything. We don't have anything to present her, so let's go ahead and move. We'll go back. See if he has anything else to say. Nope. Let's go back to talk to the security lady. What? You're still here? Really? You look as though you've seen a ghost. What? I saw that suspicious look on your face. I wanted to ask you again about yesterday. You came here at 1 p.m., correct? And the estimated time of Hammer's death was 2:30. Are you sure that Powers was the only one to go through here between those times? Sure as can be. But we have a witness who thinks there was someone from outside here that day. What? Are you absolutely sure you were here watching the whole time? Ma'am? Who was it? Who told you that? Who dares question me? She looks like some sort of like velociraptor. like from Jurassic Park with that. That's exactly. Eek. All right, you better tell me, and tell me quick, you spiky-haired cretin. Someone's been complaining about the work I do, eh? We're just talking to the assistant in Studio 1. Her! She's not even a full-time employee! All your youngins are like tomorrow saying that the other thing and knew that two respecting elders in shame. Grah! She left. Well, Nick, This is our chance to do what you can without her looking over our shoulders. All right. Now we can examine the computer. Nick, maybe we can see that photo of Powers with the computer. Yeah, maybe. Should I try the computer? Yeah. Okay, let's give it a try. You know how to work these things, Nick? Looks like I just have to enter a few numbers. Let's see. First, I need the date of the murder. It looks like the camera turned on at 1 p.m. that day. 1 p.m. That was when the security lady arrived at the guard station. Number of the security camera. Oh my god, I don't remember. That one. Nothing happened. Maybe I got the number wrong. Sigh. Maybe we should look at the camera again. Yeah, let's go. Let's go back to there. Examine. I haven't been writing things down because it's like, you know. $307. $307. It was 307. There, entered. Hey, it printed out the data for that day. Let's see what we got. Okay, that's... Huh. How is this a picture of Will Powers? Well, he is the one who always wears that suit. I guess that's why the security lady thought it was him. I don't imagine the detective was very happy with this photo as evidence. Huh, something's printed on the back. October 15th, 2 p.m., photo number 2. What does that mean? Maybe there's more photo data from that day. Nope, that's the only one in the computer. Huh. Hey, Nick, can't we use this photo as evidence for the trial? Yeah, well, we'll put that security lady in her place with this. Right, we'll put her in her place. Hey, that's what I said anyway. Let's show her this photo and see what she says. Wait, let's not. Why not? It's never a good idea to reveal your hand to the enemy too soon. Nick, you're craftier than I gave you credit for. Why, you could be the next evil magistrate. Hey, why do I have to be the villain? Relax, it was just a joke. So are we done for today? I think so. I think this photo is what we needed for the trial. Still, it'd be better if we had some idea who the real killer was. Maybe it really is the security lady. I don't know. I don't think so. To be continued. Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's so much your own investigation and stuff like that. It's rather weird. October 18th, 10 a.m. District Court. Courtroom number 4. Grumble, 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 grumble. The court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well. Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please. The prosecution will show the court that at 2:30 p.m. on October 15th, the defendant, Mr. Will Powers, killed fellow actor Jack Hammer at Studio One of Global Studios. It is impossible for anyone else to have committed this heinous crime. Yeah, there was one point where like evidence changed. Like, here's the autopsy report, but do you have the latest autopsy report? What? The evidence presented during the trial will all point to this fact. I see. Very well, I would like to move on to your testimony. Mr. Edgeworth, the prosecution may call its first witness. First, I would like to call a familiar face, Detective Gumshoe, to the stand. Detective, if you would briefly describe this case to the court. Yes, sir. I'll explain with the guide map here. Hey, Josie, how's it going? To understand this case, it's important to grasp the layout of the studio, see? This here is the employee area. The actors did a run-through of their action sequences during the morning here. This is the main gate to the studios. The security lady that works at the studios was here at 1 p.m. on that day. Past that security station, there is a gate, see? Past that are the studios. And here it is, Studio 1. This is the scene of the murder where the body was found. Now, on the day of the murder, October 15th, there were only 3 people here. I'm doing well. I'm doing well. This is my first playthrough of any of the Phoenix Wright games ever, and I've been enjoying them. You know, it's problem solving, right? The victim, Jack Hammer, the defendant, Will Powers, and a young woman, the production assistant. All the production staff were in the employee area until noon. I guess V is for victim. Then after lunch, the victim, Jack Hammer, went to Studio 1. Right after that, at 1, the security lady got to the guard station. Now jump ahead to later that day, 5 p.m., the production staff came to Studio 1 to perform a rehearsal. Needless to say, the rehearsal was canceled. Yeah, objection! The time of death was 2:30. A samurai spear found lodged in the victim's chest was the murder weapon. That's the case in brief. Anyone like to hear that again? Listen to that whole thing again? Oh. I think I can probably remember that. So the murder weapon was a spear. How medieval. Your Honor, this case is quite simple if you ask one question, and that question is, what did the security lady at the guard station see? Understood. Let's call this security officer to the stand. I did it. She's pretty creepy looking. Will the witness declare her name? It says old bag. Oh, aren't you a handsome fellow? I'm afraid I'm a bit flustered. Ah, your name, please. Oh, dearie, no need for you to be embarrassed. Just call me Grandma. Your name, please. He always has trouble getting them to say their names. James Edgeworth is a bit trouble getting his witnesses to say their names. I was just noticing that too, Phoenix. Windy old bag, dearie. So just call me Grandma. So even when I was young, still the other children would make believe it. There was the boy and the captain, and we called him Old Bag. And I love it. Edgeworth called objection. Objection. I object to the witness's talkativeness. Objection sustained. The witness will refrain from rambling on the stand. Trying to he has a very nice beard. I'm trying to shape mine a little bit like that. The witness will refrain from rambling on the stand. Whoops. There we go. I was just getting to the good part, dearie. Perhaps we can get to the testimony? Now the witness has... There you... Thank you. Thank you, Evil Bud. Oh my goodness. My headphones got trapped on the microphone. I was like, what's going on here? Now the witness stationed at the main gate on the day of the murder, correct? Yes, I was. And to get to the scene of the murder, someone would have to pass by you. You know your stuff, dearie. You may begin your testimony. He sure is one hell of an old bag. I caught the papers. Alright, here comes the witness account. On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 p.m. Okay. Poor old Hammer and the rest had been doing a run-through there since the morning. Okay. I had some errands to run that morning. Anyway, it was 1 p.m. when I got to the guard station. I was in the main gate from then till 5. Now, the murder happened at 2:30, right? Interesting to me because a certain man walked right by me at 2 p.m. It was Powers, that man right there, and he was heading towards the studio. I think she saw someone in the costume, not him. You saw the defendant then, right? Very well, let's begin the cross-examination. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. All right, here we go. On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1. Poor old Hammer and the rest had been doing a run-through there since the morning. I had some errands to run that morning. What kind of errands? Oh, well, you know. Answer the question. Actually, I was watching poor Hammer and Powers observing, you know. Observing? Weren't you supposed to be at the guard station? Whippersnapper, I told you I locked the gate, didn't I? I did my job. I'm not sure your boss would see it that way. Anyway, I always watch Hammer's run-throughs. Always. Never missed one in all my years. Wow. I want to see a Steel Samurai run-through too. You could quit being a spirit medium and take up guard duty. Not a bad idea. Anyway, it was 1 o'clock when I got to the guard station. I was at the main gate from then till 5. Now the murder happened at 2:30, right? Interesting to me because a certain man walked right by at 2:30. Well, here, hold on. Let's press. 2. Are you sure? Sure as spit. Well, who was the man? Really, you should not try to get so excited at your age. You might strain something. Now, don't get your skivvies all in the bunch. I'll tell you who it was. It was Powers, that man right there, and he was heading towards the studio. So you saw Mr. Powers. That's what I said. Got wax in your ears, Sonny? Nick, this is your chance. Yeah, time to pull out the secret weapon. I'll say it again. It was him. Let me get this straight, old bag. Or Miss Old Bag. You've been saying since yesterday that you saw Mr. Powers, correct? But you're talking about the man in this photo, aren't you? Just a moment, Mr. Wright. Let me see that photo. What is this exactly? None other than the Steel Samurai, defender of Neo Old Tokyo. Right, aren't you supposed to also show that to the prosecution so that they can like see all the evidence? I don't think you're supposed to like withhold evidence and then go boom. Miss Oldbag, is this the Mr. Powers you saw? Of course. Didn't your mama teach you any sense, Sonny? Anyone can plainly see that's Powers, right? Yeah. Well, I wonder. True, Mr. Powers does play the role of Steel Samurai. But that doesn't mean Mr. Powers is the Steel Samurai. I know that. I wasn't born yesterday. No one in this court is accusing you of that, Miss Witness. He didn't want to call her old bag. He's having trouble calling her old bag, apparently. However, do you have proof that this person in this photo is Mr. Will Powers? Do you? Ha! Nosy old man. Of course I have proof. Oh no. What? Huh? Even Edgeworth is surprised. The prosecution would like to ask the witness, please make known all the information in your possession ahead of time. How was I supposed to know? Everyone would be so nosy. You should be ashamed, all of you. Anyway, I showed that photo to the young detective. He told me this isn't any good as evidence, pal. He didn't even give it a second look. Wow, old Windbag has left even Edgeworth speechless. She's good. Let's hear about your proof then. I never say anything I don't mean, mind you. That morning, during the run-through of the action sequence, I saw Powers trip and fall. He broke one of the props. It was a big mess. Apparently, he sprained his ankle pretty bad. Now look at that picture. You can see he's dragging his legs, see? Clear as day. Now, that's how I knew it was Powers. Happy? Yeah, that's still not enough. Huh. So he had sprained his ankle. Very well. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. She's got to be hiding something. I'll press her until she squeals. All right, here we go. I never say anything I don't mean, mind you. That morning, during the run-through of the action scene, I saw Powers trip and fall. He broke one of the props. It was a big mess. I wonder what he broke. He broke a prop. Sure did. His own samurai spear. Well, wait, that was the weapon. The murder weapon? Luckily, I was there. Oh, shit. This strikes me as a significant detail. I better write this down in the court record. Okay, I need to go back and read what that said. I accidentally hit the thing. Apparently, he sprained his ankle pretty bad. Was Mr. Powers' ankle badly sprained? Not so bad that he couldn't walk around. He went to his dressing room to rest up after lunch. Thus the nap. Anyway, I saw him dragging his foot when he walked. Dragging his foot, okay. You can see he's dragging his legs. See? Clear as day. Not really. That could be anything. Are you absolutely sure? I mean, it looks like the suit is too big for him. So he was walking strangely because he was injured. It does look like he was dragging his foot. See? And you didn't trust me, whippersnapper. Well, Nick, find any glaring contradictions? Well, she seems pretty sure that was Powers in that photo. I guess it just press her and see if I can shake her conviction. Alright, let's look at the court record again. Or, hold on. The murder weapon, a break in the shaft has been mended with duct tape. Okay. So it was the thing. Okay. I never saw anything I don't mean, mind you. That morning during the run-through of the action scene, I saw Powers trip and fall. He broke one of the props. It was a big mess. Apparently he sprained his ankle pretty bad. You can see he's dragging his leg. Still, you can't look at this and say it's Mr. Powers. Uh-oh. Hold it! Yes, but only Mr. Powers would have been dragging his leg. He has a point. It does seem quite likely that it was Powers. There's got to be more to this. I better keep pressing her. No. Huh. Whippersnapper! I haven't said anything yet. I'll have you know I'm not pointing fingers at anyone behind their backs. Everything I've said is on the straight and narrow. The up and up. You today always whining about there. It's not... I think so too. Mr. Wright, please for all of our sakes, try not to upset the witness. I think Edgeworth has met his match. Trip and fall? Yes, and to think he's supposed to be the Steel Samurai. What a laugh. The Power sprained his ankle. I helped make it better for him, of course. You helped make it better? I kissed it where it hurt. Let's just skip over that part, shall we? Yeah, exactly. Perfect emote. Where was the assistant then? Oh, her? She was cleaning up backdrops, I think. She didn't know about Powers' ankle. You may continue your testimony. He broke one of the pops. It was a big mess. Apparently he sprained his ankle pretty bad. I think we've heard enough, haven't we, Your Honor? Well, there is one thing that bothers me, which is... where is the Steel Samurai costume now? Exactly! Huh. Actually, well said. We couldn't find it. We're looking through. We're looking, though. Anyway, that's not important. The witness did see the steel samurai, yes. And it is clear that the person in the steel samurai suit was Mr. Will Powers. Huh. I suppose that's right. Are you sure, Your Honor? Hold it right there. We keep talking possibilities, but we have to agree that this photo shows the steel samurai. Nowhere in this photo can we see Mr. Will Powers. Huh. The defense has a point. I also wonder if someone else not caught on camera could have killed Mr. Hammer. We have to consider that possibility also. Hey, Duck. How's it going? Howdy, howdy. Then allow me to remove that doubt from your mind, Your Honor. Will the witness continue her testimony, please? You can ask a quick question. How do I feel about ducks? They're fine. Ducks are fine. I don't have nothing against ducks. Donald did a much better job in Kingdom Hearts 2 of healing. And therefore, ducks are okay. There you go. All right, here comes witness testimony. The time of poor Hammer's death was 2:30, true? The only person I saw go to the studio before then was Will Powers. No one else went there. If they had, I would have seen them. Huh. So if no one else went to the studio, then it would have to be this steel samurai who did it. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine your witness. That was a very short testimony. Hold on. So what does the autopsy say? Okay, the autopsy does say 2:30. But let's press her on that. How do you know that? Didn't I just explain? I gave donuts to the young detective, and then after some rubbish about it being a secret pal, he told me everything. I see Detective Gumshoe shares his fellow officer's fondness for donuts. The only person I saw go to the studio before then was Will Powers. No one else went there. But was it really? Well, thanks for the raid, Duck. Welcome, everybody. Is that why you asked about ducks? And thanks for the follows, everyone. I'm Jay Fries. I do like ducks. I agree. Well, of course. That makes perfect sense. I don't have any ducks. I wish, the best thing would have been if I had a duck prop or something like that. But I don't have any ducks. No, I don't have any ducks around. But thanks for the follows, everybody. I'm Jay Fries. I play all kinds of retro variety. We're playing Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. And yeah. And we're playing it off the DS. We're actually emulating it because you can't really stream off the DS unless you have a modded DS. But yeah, I play a lot of retro variety. I play a series. Like I'm currently making my way through all the Castlevania games, all 28 of them, and I've played about halfway through them. And I usually try to play on retro hardware. I have a PlayStation. I have a GameCube with a Game Boy player. And yeah, and I'm playing. Until recently, I'd never played a Pokemon game. and I'm playing Gold next, so off the Game Boy Player. So yeah, welcome everybody. Oh, Mr. Seymour Duck, thank you. Thanks for subscribing. And so yeah, this is my first time playing a Phoenix Wright game too. I've always heard about Phoenix Wright, you know, like the, you know, well, it's definitely memeable, isn't it, in memes and stuff like that. So I've always known about Phoenix Wright, but I never played the games for some reason. I don't know why. Oh no, y'all broke my lights somehow. Objection! Why did my lights broke? Here, we gotta fix that. Ugh. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna turn them off. It's funny because I just fixed them too. And then we're gonna turn them back on. And then we're going to go. And we're just gonna turn them. We're just gonna turn them blue. All right. Yep. But thanks everyone. Thanks for coming. Stay a while. Hear me do very bad voice acting and continue the story. But remember, I haven't played this game, so if you know the results, don't tell me. So, all right, no one else was there. Let's press her on that. Hold it. What about before you got to the guard station? You mean before one? Why, everyone was in the employee area before then. And I locked the main gate so no one could get in. Not to mention, if they had, I would have seen them. Really? Are you sure? The witness has answered the question. Anyone going into the studio had to pass by the witness. That's right, Sonny, unless they were already in there. You let them have it, edgy boy. Edgy boy? Old Windbag sure has balls. Or, well, you know what I mean. Old windbags have a way of skipping over important details, after all. Or, for that matter, entirely forgetting them. How convenient. Something for you to look forward to, perhaps. The time of poor Hammer's death was 2:30. The only person I saw go in there was Will Powers. No one else went in there. If they had, I would have seen them. Man, that's it. There must be something in here that I can present to her. What? I don't know. I guess we could present the guard map. Oh, that's cool. The English translations were also there. They were! And on the Japanese version? That's cool. Your Honor, what do you think about the witness's statement? Well, you know, it doesn't have any voice acting, so it's all text. Text translation is much easier to do than, you know, having to re-record all the audio in a different language. I'm not sure I follow. It clearly contradicts the I thought. Oh, shit. You don't sound very convinced, Mr. Wright. Objection overruled. Okay, well that wasn't what I was supposed to do. Here's the gate. Oh, here's the main gate. Okay, so I guess she wouldn't see anybody coming through. He's dragging one leg, touch bottom to examine. It says photo number 2. Why does it say photo number 2? That seems suspicious. Alright, well, let's go back. I don't think we're supposed to present it right here. Hold on. Look at this photograph one more time. This photo was taken by the camera at the gate for the studios, correct? Yes, sirree, Sonny. So, whenever anyone passes by here, it automatically takes a picture. And here I thought you didn't know your head from a hole in the ground. Right. Anyway, it's also true that the computer in the guard station records all security cam data. Oh, you know, if you wanted to work at the studio, we might have an opening. That very computer printed out this photo. Note that on the back of the photo, it printed the words October 15th, 2 p.m., photo number 2. Even I know that means it was taken at 2 p.m. on the October 15th. Really, Sonny. Actually, I knew that too. The issue here is the bit at the end where it says photo number 2. Photo number 2? The computer only held data for one photo on that day. Don't you think that's odd? Shouldn't this photo be photo number 1? If it really was the only photo. Grumble, grumble, grumble. Order, order. Please tell the court what you mean by this, Mr. Wright. Actually, that's what I want to ask the witness. This evidence shows that not 1 but 2 people went into the studio that day. Yet there is only data for one of the photos. Who could have erased the data for the other photo? Only someone with access to the security lady herself. You watch your mouth, whippersnapper. The only person I saw that day was Will Powers. Camera on the gate fired twice. That means 2 people went by. Well, yes, it would seem to mean... And the witness explained this to the court. Oh, I don't understand these newfangled computer things. Edgy boy, help. Believe me, I want to, but I don't know what this means either. So help you are. You're a whippersnapper too. Uh-oh. Why did it all go black all of a sudden? Whippersnapper. Something the matter, Miss Old Bag? Ah, that's right. I just remembered something. Let me guess. Someone else passed by the gate. Someone other than the Steel Samurai. Well, yes, I suppose you could put it that way. Grumble, 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 grumble. I see. Your testimony, please. Okay, another testimony. Every day after I finish off guard duties, I have one other important job to do. I go through the photos recorded on the security computer and check them. I throw out any photos that aren't suspicious looking, you see. Come to think of it, now I remember throwing out one photo that day. Miss Old Bag. This is the first I've heard of this. Well, of course, Sonny. I've only just remembered it. Right. Anyway, Mr. Wright, please begin a cross-examination. Well, I'd say this was a turn for the unexpected, but I kind of expected this. Every day after I finish my guard duties, I have one other important job to do. Why would you delete something if you know there was a murder? That seems really bad. My husband has gotten back. Why would you do that? I go through the photos recorded on the security computer and check them. I throw out any photos that aren't suspicious looking, you see. Yeah, hold it. How exactly do you determine what isn't suspicious looking? Let me turn your icon back. Oh yeah, here's Neil has a shirt on. Whoop. Can you? It says, caring for your demon cat. Yep, Neil's home. Well, I just don't. I think it's amazing that they testify and then they literally change their testimony. He walked out. Let him get back. And when he gets on the microphone, he can tell you about the dinner. Oh, Cobra. I agree. Thanks for the follow. So our follower alerts are anonymous in case you just want to kind of lurk. But please, if you want to chat, please chat. But you don't have to. How exactly do you determine what isn't suspicious looking? Oh, you see. Oh, you can tell by looking at their faces for the most part. What? It was a person? For the most part. This is a murder trial, Miss Oldbag. Well, I didn't touch that suspicious-looking Will Powers photo, did I? Wow. I think she's missing the point. Come to think of it now, I remember throwing out one photo that day. Might be a useful type to remember. Erased photo, yeah. Go through the photos. Recorded on the security computer and check them. Well, who in the heck was in the photo you erased? Oh, a fanboy. Fanboy? Steel Samurai fanboys. Real freaks, if you ask me. They get information about the rehearsals from gosh knows where. They're always hanging around. One was there that day. Maybe that could have been... That's pretty suspicious. Didn't you just say no one else could get in? I locked the main gate so no one could get in. Those were your words. Well, if you must know, there's a drain that goes into the employee area, which we saw open. The grate has been loose for a while. It leads outside, and well, that's where they come in. They come in through the drain. It's Murray! Good morning, Murray. What'd you say, Neil?
So that sounds like they're talking about roaches.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Worst Wednesday was so bad, I didn't last but maybe an hour. It was bad. You'll have to check out the VOD. Worst Wednesday was bad.
Never say bod again.
VOD.
No.
Video on demand version of the stream. Is that better?
Are there other versions? Can I get it on videotape?
The on-demand version of the stream. So it's now just odd.
No, there's no version. There's only one copy. There's no other version.
There's actually
it's not available.
There's two copies.
It's not available on beta, VHS, DVD, and Blu-ray.
There's two copies. One is available on twitch.tv/jfriestv. And the other copy is available on youtube.com/jfriestv.
Yeah, but they're the same.
But they're copies. They are digital bits on different digital servers. At least it's not on an analog server.
Y'all have all missed this, I'm sure.
This is what Neil adds to the stream. They come in through the drain.
There are no analog servers.
I know.
Just like there are no analog downloads, so digital download is stupid.
No, it all... So, don't copy that floppy. Exactly, Shanny. No, if at YouTube headquarters, there's these giant tape reels, and they spin, and that's how the videos are played. You just didn't know that.
They're still using a computer, even if they were using 9-track tape. It recorded that digitally. It was not.
No, it went through a modulator demodulator. We call that a modem, and it recorded it on that tape in analog.
It did not.
It then went and got put on a pressed into a vinyl record.
No, it didn't.
And then you could play that vinyl record, or we call it vinyls, and
it was all... You're just trying now.
I'm just spinning.
It was all they could do.
It's like a Neil Hornet's nest, and I'm like poking it with a stick.
It was all they could do to get 425 lines of video onto the reel-to-reel videotape, much less any flipping data. And if you say vinyls, the only thing you're referring to is multiple chemical compounds containing a vinyl group.
Yep, literally poking the bear. All right, I need to get through this testimony because it's getting late. I told you they were freaks. Oh, and they're kids, children, whippersnappers. Kids. So on the photo that you erased, it was a boy, probably 2nd or 3rd grade.
Your character doesn't look old enough to have a law degree.
It is like his 3rd case ever. Order, order. Let me get this straight. You saw 2 people pass by the gate on their way to the studios that day. One was the Steel Samurai dragging his leg. The other was a boy who looked to be about 2nd or 3rd grade. Oh yes. Well, we see his type there every day. Can't stop him. Can't catch him. A boy in 2nd or 3rd grade.
Oh, Madeline Albright died.
What broke down?
Madeline Albright died.
Oh, Madeline Albright.
First female Secretary of State.
Secretary of State, yeah. I assume it would be hard, if not impossible, for a young boy to wield the samurai spear. Impossible, I'd think. It's quite heavy. Right. As I said, I didn't pay him much mind. That's why I erased the data. Nick, what's going on?
2nd or 3rd grade would be like 7 or 8, I think.
Oh, yeah, good point. Yeah, 5, probably 7 or 8. Yeah, 7 or 8 years old. I mean, the boy was there. That makes him a suspect. Yeah, and they're already trying to unsuspect him. I'd like to take a 5-minute recess. I want the defense and the prosecution to consider this new information. And not forgetting vital information this time. I don't know. I'm thinking, though, this is about when we stop. This seems like a good place to stop. So I am going to stop here. This seems like a good in-between spot to pull up and end. I'm not gonna. That's the problem with these games. Sometimes it's been hard to find a good stopping spot for in between the cases, and sometimes the cases or the investigation will go on for like an hour. So it is tradition too. Once Murray arrives, he wakes up at 6:10 in the morning, or daylight savings. Is it late? What time is it there? What time is it there right now? Because we already did daylight savings, and you probably haven't, because it's probably, what, next weekend?
I want my
It's
hour
5
back.
a.m. Yeah, Neil already wants his hour back. So it's 5 a.m. Okay. We one thing our Senate could unanimously vote on was that we should stay on daylight savings. So we'll see if that goes anywhere.
Which, like, why can't we just stay on regular fucking time?
Yeah. Yeah, they took it, and it looks like they're gonna take it forever. Yeah, I would too. I'd rather stay on standard as well.
Especially if you're in a northern latitude.
Yeah.
It's not so bad here, but in northern latitudes, there are parts of the year where the sun won't come up until 10 a.m.
Yeah. Well, thanks everyone for being here. Thanks for watching Worst Game Wednesday. The Letter was, I think, by far the worst game that we've played on the stream so far. I would now rank it the lowest. Below Superman 64, I think, was the lowest one we had before. So it was pretty bad. It made me sick. That's how bad it was. It made me nauseous. It made a few other people in the audience
that other
also
one
nauseous.
Was worse than Superman 64.
Which one?
The rapey game.
Actually, Plumbers Don't Wear Ties. I actually kind of liked Plumbers Don't Wear Ties. It was funny. It was funny.
It was cringy.
You didn't see this game. It was cringy, but it wasn't a well. Was it even a game?
It was not really acceptable then.
It really wasn't acceptable then, and it really wasn't a game. So, yeah.
That was a bizarre teleplay.
It was kind of a weird teleplay. It's true. All right. I stream every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at 9:30 p.m. Eastern. And I do afternoon streams on the weekends around 3 p.m. Eastern if I'm not doing anything else.
You stream, I stream. We all stream for ice cream.
We all stream for ice cream. Ooh, that sounds good. If you can't, thanks, Murray. Order in the court. Order.
No, yours doesn't poof out.
It doesn't poof
6
out.
inches on each side.
Yeah, his definitely poofs out much more than mine does. So I don't. My sides don't grow very well. So my beard looks best straightforward than to the sides. But I can still hide behind my beard. I could tie it up. I've decided that my new mask is gonna be my beard. I'm just gonna tie it up like this.
Yeah, that's a great look.
That'll work. That's a great look.
You can grow it out really long.
Yeah.
And part it here, and tie it up in your hair.
Tie it up
like some of those Indian men do, and wrap it up in your turban.
Ooh, yeah. There you go. Tie it up in my Link hat. Thanks everyone. If you're out there and you haven't started following, this is what you're missing. So follow if you want to get notified when all of this crazy zaniness is happening. But I shall be back Friday at 9:30 with more Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney as we start kind of digging more into this. I also want to thank all of these people over here. They're my subscribers. They get ad-free viewing, they get all those emotes, and they get my appreciation. Heart to the subscribers. Also, if you want to check out our Discord, chat in between streams, there's a link right there. All right, let us see who is out there that we could do the raids to. Do the raid, do the raid, raid, do the raid.
I see 3 people that I follow.
All right, let's see what Mr. Gweebster is doing.
I hate that terminology. When
What is that?
When someone dies and they say they went home to the Lord.
Okay. All right, we're gonna raid Mr. Gweepster. He is playing Dead by Daylight, but oh wait. He's leaving. He left. That was good. That was good. I checked because he just raided someone else, and that would have been bad if that would have happened. So that is now who we're not raiding because he raided someone I don't know. So let's see. Who else we got? Here's someone I haven't really raided before. And he is playing look like some before an ad popped up. He was playing some let's do the raid warp again. He was playing something with Mario. It was like a retro channel. Nintendezi is who I was looking at. Yeah, he's playing some Mario game where he's wearing a space helmet. I have no idea what he's playing. Well, let's rate him. All right. Thanks, everyone, for being here. I hope you have a good rest of your week. I hope to see you back here on Friday for more Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. Until then, stay safe. I heart you all. Have a good one. Bye.